Welcome back. So today I want to go over the updated Harbor Freight Black Friday sale. Most of it is the same. They've added a few items which we'll briefly go over, but I do want to make a dive into some of the heavy hitter items again that I think are the more popular items and go over some of their price history using Hazard Fraught, the Harbor Freight price tracker, which will allow you to make the most informed decision, maybe plan out your Harbor Freight Black Friday shopping. But before I jump into that, there is a sale this weekend, or really not a sale, but it says stop in for a free gift. Your choice. It says no purchase required, of course, in store only this Friday. So today to Sunday, November 24th. And it's your choice from an ultra bright portable LED work light flashlight, microfiber cloth, 4-pack, or 36-inch pickup and reach tool. So let's read the fine print just so we're aware. One coupon, limit 1 coupon per customer per day. Valid in store only. Coupon must be presented at time of sale. Receive 1 free gift from the following items. And it lists quite a few items. No purchase required. Void if copied. Purchase transferred and where prohibited. Offer valid while supplies last. Other restrictions may apply. So this is valid through this weekend as well. And it looks like they've added a few new super coupons. They have the Daytona 4-ton professional floor jack with rapid pump. This looks kind of different. The Yukon 46-inch mobile workbench with solid wood top, $279.99. But with that, let's go ahead and jump in to the sale. So on the left-hand side, I'm just going to briefly be going through the old original release of the Black Friday sale and comparing it to the one on the right here, which is the actual one. It's available on the website. I'll have in the description as well, and just go over some of the differences. So first thing that I see that's a little bit different here is at the very top. It says inside the store and online. So they're clarifying that these Black Friday sales are available in store and online, which I think is interesting. Keep going through here. Nothing's really changed. Of course, the mini steel toolbox US General, which has been super popular, 44% off. It's super popular at the $18, let alone probably at the $9.98. So that hasn't changed. We have this US General 30-inch 5-drawer mechanics tool cart, which I do think is super popular. So let's look at the price history on this one. It has been down to $189.99 before. Soon after it came out back in May of 2024, so May of this year. Retail price, it has been at $199 before, a couple times, $199 and $197, so back in August as well. So it does go down in price. It has been on sale. $189.99 is the lowest that it's been, but it's been pretty close a few times throughout the year. So that being said, it is at its best price. I think that's super, it's a great deal for the US General 30-inch 5-drawer mechanics cart. Really nice. Actually, I got this probably for about I think I got this with the 25% off. So 25% off of the $280, it's like $56 off. So this deal is actually better than if you're using it with the 25% off, unless I don't remember the exact price I paid. I think it was close. If you would use the 25% off coupon when it's at its regular price, like back in June, $199.99. Or the 25% off when it's at $197, let's just say $200 even, you would have saved $50 if you got the 25% off. So you'd get it for $150. So those are the type of things. The prices do change, and that's why I like including the price history, so you can be aware of that. You can time it to get the very best deal. But that being said, it is at $189.99. That hasn't changed for this Black Friday, so still a really good deal. The other one that I want to look at is this Badland 3-ton off-road jack. So this is $249.99, and this one I do believe is best price that it's going to be at, or that it's been at. So actually, allegedly, back in June there was a sale for $249.99, but that June sale I think is when a lot of the jacks were on sale. Clearly, looking at the last 2-ish years of history for this jack, it didn't go anywhere near $250. It always stopped at about $280. $250 was super low, and that was regular price without a coupon, allegedly, and it's going to be that price again. So this would be a good time to get this Badland 3-ton floor jack if you're in the market for one. And I've wanted one of those because they seem super nice and they have a lot of extra clearance. But one thing I did want to mention from the Badland is they're coming out with a new one, and it's the Badland 1.5-ton off-road jack. They introduced this at SEMA, and I want to say it's the same thing. It's just smaller. and obviously doesn't take as, you can't lift much. It's 1.5 ton versus 3 tons. But you can kind of see the difference here in the pictures. And this is coming out summer of next year. So summer, probably around June, July of 2025. So it's not out yet, but if you're interested in getting one of them and you want a smaller one, you don't need such a large jack. This would be a good option. So you don't have to necessarily get any of the jacks today. These will be out. It most likely, obviously, won't be on sale, but it probably will be a little bit cheaper because it is smaller, I'd assume. But this will be available next year. Pretty cool option. And so we continue. Of course, this banner here, the 40% off the Avanti sprayer brushes, 40% off. It says these all say in store only. So just FYI, 40% off all Braun lights. And then the big one, the Icon, 40% off all Icon sockets. And if you click on the catalog, when you're looking at it online, it'll take you to everything that is available, every product that'll be available during Black Friday. So you don't have to guess about whether something qualifies for this or not. And everything else has kind of stayed the same, even the bottom yellow tag. So we'll go on to page 2. And there has been some changes here. Looks like this top line is completely different. They've included this extreme duty weather resistant tarp. These tarps are always surprise me. There's $100 tarps on here somewhere. Not in this Black Friday sale, but at Harbor Freight. And they have this other tarp, $17.99. And yeah, we'll just keep going. This ammo case, this 100 lumen LED work light. Looks like the Predators have stayed here, the auger, but they've changed the formatting. They've changed the formatting to include this 4550 watt inverter generator, $5.99. So this has been added. I believe it wasn't on here. This has been added to the sale, which is cool. And this 13 horsepower OHV horizontal shaft gas engine has been added for $329.99, which is also cool compared to the Honda. This Greenwood 100-foot by 3/4 contractor garden hose, $29.99. Looks like it's been added as well. And looking around, I believe these were part of it. They changed the picture here on this Portland electric pole saw. I think because you can't really tell that this end of this pole is a saw. Let's see if you can see it here. I couldn't really tell that it's a pole saw, so they added a zoomed in portion of the saw just so you can be aware that, hey, this is an actual pole saw. So not a big change, but a small change. Looks like they added this cart, and they added these hand trucks. I think this rack was already here. Yeah, this rack was already here. But they did add the cart, $149.99, $25 off, 1,200 pound capacity. And these carts can be pretty convenient. I see people with, I don't know about with these, but I see people with similar types of carts either at the beach or when they're offloading things, kind of like at the park. If you have a lot of things to lug off your car, setting up for parties, like these are super, super convenient. So glad these are on sale. And then the hand truck, $49.99, 26% off. And then I do believe this yellow stream down here is new. Don't believe they were included in the last one, so we'll just briefly go over it. The 24-foot LED outdoor string lights, your choice of color, black or white, 39% off, $16.99. This 18-inch step stool working platform, 37% off for $24.99. The professional utility knife, 44% off, $4.98. This 10-inch pneumatic tire with white hub, 45% off, $4.94, which just not even looking at it, $4.94 for a tire seems like a really good deal. If you're getting a tire for $5, sign me up. And then this 1.25 pound fiberglass axe, 22% off for $6.95. So they've mixed things up here on the second page quite a bit. So it's gonna confuse us a little bit, but looks like the second half of the original page is now on page 3 of the new page. So the top remained the same. Are they giving? Oh no, they're giving away the 4-packs, but the 12-pack available for $2.74. And yeah, here we have the Yukon 46-inch 9-drawer mobile storage cabinet with solid wood top. So we will look at this one for its price history. So it's showing $299.99. And the lowest price that this has been at has been a little bit lower actually. So it has been with a coupon and a regular price at $289.99 before. And it's gone up slightly in price since then. But it's just one of those ones where it's Black Friday. It is on sale, but it's not at its best price. So I mean, it's within $10, but take that with a grain of salt. They do this where they change up the prices slightly. And I guess you can't expect the best prices all the time, but it's good to be able to know that they are or they're not. Let's just make sure it's a 9 drawer. And then the US General Series 3, $13.99. Now I've looked up the price history on this one, and it's not there. That to me, this is an assumption, is that this triple bank roll cab 72 inch by 22 inch just hasn't gone on sale. And so it's at its price of $17.99.99. Like that's its price. Hasn't been added because it hasn't had any price history besides what it came out at, and they don't have coupons for it. So $400 off. Well, let's see. If it was $1,400 even if you got this with the 25% off, you'd save only $350 if I'm doing the math right. So this one, assuming that it hasn't changed price and it doesn't go on sale outside of Black Friday, is better. You're getting more off than you would if even if you use a 25% off coupon. So I would say that's a good deal if you're in the market for one of the bigger triple bank roll cabs for $13.99. And we continue. And in the new ad, there's this 36-inch by 24-inch 2-shelf steel service cart. Don't believe that's part of the original ad. And that's $59.99, 25% off. So pretty decent deal. And looks like the mechanics tool sets were a part of this. This Dolly 24-inch compound bolt cutter appears to be new. I don't see it on the old ad, but this is where things get a little bit messy, hard to track. But that's $24.99, 28% off. They do have this Icon 3/4-inch drive professional 36-inch breaker bar, $30 off, $69.99. And let's go to page 3 because I feel like no, they've added a few items here. We have this master bit socket set, 87 piece, $79.99, $20 off. Looks like they did have this V-groove is there. These Pittsburgh sets are there. And this Quinn set is there. So yeah, they've added a few extra sets. This Dolly, this Icon, and this master bit. Looks like the bottom line is somewhat similar. Looks like did they add that magnetic? Oh, they did. So they added this magnetic socket rail, your choice, of a 1/4, 3/8 inch, or 12 inch. So 40% off, $12.99. That's pretty cool. Magnetic storage is always super good. Magnetic glove tissue dispenser, that was already there. So let's keep going. So now we're on page 4 of the new ad, and let's compare. So we have the Daytona 1.5 ton professional racing series aluminum floor jack with rapid pump, $97.99. It's showing $37 off. This is one of the ones that I want to take a little bit of a deeper look at, just because floor jacks are always fun to look up and to purchase. And so this one, lowest price that it's been at is $99.99, and has a price history of about 3 years. Lowest price recently, they had this on sale with a coupon back in June, also back in January, and then not like that until 2022. So it has been down to this price a couple times this year, but it hadn't really been that way for like a year before. So $99.99, and this is actually, this is lower. This is gonna be at its lowest price. So this, a couple dollars cheaper, but this is gonna be at its lowest price. So that's a really good deal on this 1.5 ton professional racing series aluminum floor jack with rapid pump Daytona. And then one that I got wrong in my first video was this 3 ton low profile emphasis on the low profile floor jack with rapid pump. It's showing $89.99. Very similar to the 3-ton non-low profile floor jack. But this is showing $89.99. And the price history of this one looks like the lowest price it's ever been is $94.99. And that was relatively recently, back in August. But that being said, the $89.99 is $5 cheaper than that. So this is one of those items that's at its cheapest price that it's ever been, its lowest price. So really good deal on this Pittsburgh. I don't have this one. I actually have the non-low profile one, which also goes on sale for, I want to say similar price, but this is the low profile one with rapid pump. So I would say slightly better, I guess, but a really good deal. $90 proper floor jack is crazy. And that being said, one of the other items that I have is this Icon professional adjustable seat. It's $69.99, so we will look at the price history on that. Not at the lowest price that it's been. It has dropped down to $64.99 back in April. Looks like a few times. So has gone down a little bit lower, only $5 lower. But so this is one of those deals where it's just got to be careful. It's not the best price it's ever been, but it is pretty close, about $5 more. So a decent price for Black Friday, but not the best price. And one thing I wanted to note on this Icon, so I do own this one, and it's honestly, it's a great chair, easy to set up. I think I got it for like $80. But a proper chair, but they are coming out with, I believe, a new Icon chair. I don't know when, but they do have some new prototypes that I saw Harbor Freight advertising. So I wanted to show that real quick. So maybe if you don't want this chair, they'll be coming out with some chairs.
Hey guys, we brought these two Icon seat prototypes to SEMA this year to get custom.
Let's refresh that.
Icon seat prototypes to SEMA this year to get customer feedback. What do you think? Tell us in the comments below.
So those are pretty cool. But just so you're aware that they're coming out with new chairs, and you might have a different option. If anything, the one thing that I don't like about this is the actual chair that you sit on. It's super comfy, and it provides like proper, like relatively proper back support. But those other ones looked a little bit more, maybe easier to maneuver. You can put things on them, and this one I find just a little bit odd shaped. But other than that, it's a great seat, great shop seat. And yeah, just they're coming out with new ones, prototypes. So something to consider if you don't want this one or you're looking for one. Maybe wait, hang tight for the new options that they're coming out with. And we keep going. These all look like they're part of the original sale, and maybe they've added a few. Let's see. Looks like they did add some of these car movers. So it looks like this 1,500-pound capacity vehicle dollies, 38% off, $39.99. I don't see them on the old ad. This 10-ton portable hydraulic equipment kit, $159.99, $100 off. These classic 6,500-pound capacity portable ramp set, 2-piece, $39.99, 33% off. Yeah, I don't see those anywhere on the old ads. So yeah, they've added those. And this bottom yellow streamer looks like it's the same, except they've moved the ammo can and they've changed the color of the gloves for some reason. But the prices have remained the same. And then going to the last page of the original flyer, but only the 5th of the 8th page on the new flyer. So it looks like some of these top yellow bars have changed. Actually, this whole yellow streamer looks different. So the 12-volt automatic battery maintainer, $698. Flux core welding wire, $12.99. Comfort grip screwdriver set, 70-piece. Yikes. 33% off for $19.99. Seems like a pretty good deal. Folding lock blade, folding lock back utility knife, 24% off, $3.79. And this 12-inch F-style welding clamp, $17.99. And let's see, did they move the welders around? I know I saw maybe a welder. So they did. So the welders were on page 2. Looks like the titanium one is here. The Vulcan is here. They had it with the pole saw and the pressure washer. Looks like they've added one titanium welder. The unlimited 140 professional multi-process welder with 120-volt input, $200 off, $399.99. Looks like they added the mask. Make sure I don't see it somewhere else. Yeah, I don't see it. They added the mask, $74.99, $35 off. And we keep going. I believe the Badlands were here. Yep, $4.79, $2.49. That hasn't changed. And now we're just playing a game of Where's Waldo. It looks like some of these charging kits are new to the ad. So the Centec 210 and 50 amp 12 volt analog charger, $37.99, 30% off. I don't see them anywhere else. There was this Viking that was $59.99. Did that stay here? We'll see if we see it. Then they have this 210, 40 and 200 amp 6 to 12 volt automatic battery charger with engine jumpstart, $109.99, $50 off. I don't see these anywhere else. The Jupiter is still here, same price. And I just might be missing it. So hopefully I'm not repeating any of these sales besides the ones that I think are important. We have the 630 peak amp portable car battery jump starter power pack, $59.99, 14% off. The 750 peak amp portable car battery jump starter and power pack, $49.99. And then was this the Viking one? Oh, it's a separate Viking. This is the Viking 2 8 and 15 amp automatic microprocessor controlled battery charger. This is $49.99, 28% off, and I believe these Hallmasters as well are new. 1,000-pound capacity, 9-inch by 72-inch steel loading ramp, set of 2, $54.99, 35% off. Looks like this bottom yellow stream has changed somewhat. Battery operated liquid transfer pump for $648. Oh no, that was here. They got me. Clog resistant job site. Permanent markers 2-pack, 96 cents. This TV mount for $17.99. This 50-foot by 14/3 gauge indoor outdoor extension cord, $18.79, 18% off. And then these, I believe, were here. They're getting me with some of these. Yep. This one was here on page 2. So going on to page 6 of the new ad. These look the same up here, and we're jumping into the Bauer deals. It's pretty much, I was gonna say looks the same, but they've added a row. Looks like they've added this 10 amp variable speed reciprocating saw for $34.99, 36% off. Sander was here. This angle grinder looks somewhat new. 8 amp 4.5 inch trigger grip angle grinder, $24.99, 44% off. And my eyes can't tell anymore. And we keep going. These look similar to what was here. Doesn't look like I don't see any changes besides the bottom yellow streamer, which is the 9-inch by 11-inch wet dry sanding sheets, 5-pack for $298, 40% off. The titanium hex shank drill bit set, 13 piece, $449, 35% off. Oh, this one was here. Aha. They're getting me. This one was on this old flyer here on the bottom page. Looks like the quick release bar and the sawhorse were all here, including the magnetic hangers. We'll keep going. Air compressor kit, I don't believe was on there. $9.98, 41% off. A couple of hoses, tire inflators, and narrow crown stapler. Looks like they've given McGraw a whole page or half a page, which they were here, so they've been moved around. Looks like they added this 6-gallon 150 psi oil-free pancake air compressor, $99.99, $30 off. And it looks like, is that the only one? No, it looks like they added this 21-gallon 175 psi oil-free vertical shop auto air compressor for $239.99, $40 off. Looks like the Earthquake and the Merlin were there. Spectrum. These look new to the ads. Spectrum premium gravity fed air spray guns with side fan control, $79.99, $50 off your choice of HTE or HVLP. And then these Fortress ones were already here as well. Here are the magnetic hook sets. These shop towels were here as well. We have the electronic fly swatter for $2.94, heavy duty ratcheting crimper for $11.99, and these wire wheel cup brush sets. And then on the last page, which they always include, is the Harbor Freight credit card for 10% off. No exclusions if you sign up, and then 5% back, which I don't recommend, but 10% is always a little bit nice. And that being said, that's what I have. Hopefully, some of these deals you find useful. Hopefully this price history helps you make some more informed decisions. Again, I'll link Hazard Fraud and the catalog in the description. And happy Black Friday shopping. And as soon as I find some more deals, I'll send them your way.